Wanted to know, like, how did you get into, when did you start your social media?
So with the social media, it's kind of funny. Like I never it like this all started with like as a hobby with cutting boards, and I actually never thought that I would be making money from this, let alone like make an entire like career path from this. So when I first started, when I was making my cutting boards, I was sharing it on Facebook, and then I was asking my friends, like, like, do you think it's even worth sharing on Instagram? Because for me, like, social media, I feel like takes a lot of effort just to keep updating people, and then like to document the process, and like it just took a lot of bandwidth out of me, because like the joy that I have from creating is just like get in the studio, make shit, and that's that. But like to document the process and then to present it nicely on social media, like took effort. So at the time, all I was doing was putting on Facebook, and Facebook was not even like a business page or anything. It was just for my friends. So I was asking my friends, like, do you think I should share this on Instagram? And they're like, yeah, share it on Instagram. I was like, yeah, but then if I share it on Instagram, should I continue sharing on Facebook? And like, they're like, the more people that you can share your work with, the better. Like, you can start making money from this. And I took that to heart. So I started sharing on Instagram, and that's where like new faces outside of my friends groups started seeing my work, and I was like, this is amazing. It's kind of like having a mini art gallery in your in your pocket that you can curate, and like you can kind of stay on people's radar like all the time. So I think like right after my cutting board journey started, I started sharing myself on Instagram, and that's when it started snowballing, and I just stopped sharing my work on Facebook, because um my friends on Facebook aren't going to buy my art pieces. So
Yeah.
I feel you. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so like when most of the people who well, first of all, is this your full-time career now?
yeah, this is my full-time career. I just added my second assistant like 4 weeks ago.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
that's something that I always ask just for our audience, because a good chunk of our audience is people who, see themselves maybe having an art career one day. And so like, when did you know that it was time to transition? Like, how did you kind of make that move?
So like I mentioned, like when I got laid off from my job in architecture, that was like the turning point for like my entire life.
Okay, so that was it, because sorry, I didn't understand the first time you said it. So it was when you got laid off, you didn't go get another job. You're like, okay, I'm all in right now.
Um, Basically, but I mean, there's a little bit more to it, because when I first got laid off, I was like, fuck, like I just invested all of this time, money, energy into architecture school, because I also have my master's in architecture. So like a total of like 6.5 years. And I was like, I can't just drop all of that and just start making art, because like I paid good money for this stuff. So when I got laid off, like I had a conversation with my mom, and I was like, yeah, I just got laid off. She's like, oh no. But I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a little time off, just recalibrate, like stop to smell the flowers, and just like get my energy back, and then I'll go back to architecture, don't worry. So I was gonna get 6 months of unemployment, so that was gonna be like kind of my leg up to kind of like not be too desperate. And for me, I was like, okay, I just told my mom 6 months I'll go back into architecture. So for me, that was like, okay, I have 6 months to prove that I can make enough money that I can survive without money from having like quote unquote a regular job. So 6 months came and went, and I wouldn't say that I was making like amazing money or anything, but I was making enough money to survive, and the money that I had from unemployment, and like that was enough for me to keep going with this journey. And at that point, like I really had no plan B. Like like all of my eggs were in one basket. Like I wanted to make this art career happen just because I had experienced how it felt working for another person and how gratifying it felt working for myself, creating my own stuff, that I was like, okay, this is it. There's no turning back.